Alright, so I posted a video last night that I had found a capped queen cell in this hive, and I didn't do anything about it. And the comments were basically, yeah, get that capped queen cell out of there. So it's before 7 a.m. the next morning, and I'm out here trying to take care of this. So, a couple things. That video was shot over a week ago, so I don't know what I'm going to find in this box. So come along with me. Also, by popular demand, I'm probably taking off syrup today. Definitely. That's empty. Alright, I'm looking for my queen that I introduced 2 weeks ago, or possibly a new queen that has emerged that killed my queen, or vice versa. Or possibly a swarm. I don't know what I'm finding. Maybe I'm hoping to find a capped queen cell. So let's see if it's still capped. That would be the best case scenario. This is the frame that had a capped queen cell. I thought it was. I thought this was it. It was a cap. Oh, maybe it was on. Maybe it was. Nope, it was the other one. It was the other one. They are drawing out all these other frames though. That's awesome. Alright, the capped queen cell was on this frame. Maybe I'm wrong again. There's no capped queen cell on this frame. It was at the top. It was up here. So it's gone now. There's a ton of capped brood up here. And these frames were put in about a week ago. And they are drawn with eggs. So there is a laying queen in here. I don't know if it was the introduced queen or a queen that has hatched and taken over. We'll find out. There is at least one laying queen. Alright, there's no longer a capped cell up here. This is all being drawn out. Alright, let's put this back together and look at the bottom and see if we can find our original introduced queen here. Yeah, I think the queen's, yeah, you know what? The queen cell was right there. And it is gone. You can see where the queen cell was. And it's not there anymore. Alright, let's look in the bottom box and try and find our queen. They could have taken that cell down themselves when they realized they didn't need it. I'm hoping to find another queen. Alright, they're not honey bound. There's a lot of empty space on some of these frames. This is one of the frames that I pyramided in. They're drawing out comb. No eggs there yet. Would love to see our yellow marked queen. Lots of larvae on here. There she is. Alright, success. There's our marked queen. They have drawn out this frame in the past week and it is filled with eggs. So, no drama. My queen is alive. We've got probably 2 to 3 of these frames pretty much drawn out, and there are eggs on 2 new frames, so she's happy. She's laying again. Alright, one more frame I'm going to look at while I'm here. This is the last frame that I put in. This was a pyramided frame last week. Just getting started. Okay. Alright, this hive is looking just fine now. Population is up. There's a lot of capped brood. We have a queen. We have no queen cells. No swarm cells. She's laying eggs in the top and the bottom box. Looks like the crisis was averted. Commenters were correct. I could have taken that queen cell and put it into a nuke and possibly gotten a little mini hive out of it. That is, if it was a good queen cell. I don't know. But the deal is, this hive looks very good now. All right, the consensus on the comments last time was I don't need to be feeding them anymore, so I'm not going to feed them anymore. They are drawing comb. There's plenty of food stores in here, and we're in the middle of July right now. So I'm going to cover them up, and I'm going to leave them alone for a week. And know that this queen is laying. My queen that I introduced 2 weeks ago is alive and well. There are no queen cups or swarm cells. Hive right is back in business. All right, while we're up here, I'm going to take this hive apart and just see if my comb experiment worked and if this hive has built any new comb up top here. Yeah, they took all the syrup. So yeah, I fed them. My plan was to give them syrup so they would build more comb. So they just took all that syrup. They have 3 deep brood boxes here. Hopefully they're drawing comb in one. I could be completely wrong. They're just starting to say hello to these frames up here. Yeah, just getting started. Okay. Well, it was an experiment. They're not using these frames yet. That's okay. They have the space if they need it. Yeah, they've got this all brace combed together like a honey super. Alright, I'm not even going to disturb these bees. I'm going to just let them go. They're not building out enough comb for me to swap out these crappy frames, so there's nothing I can do right now. I'm going to just leave them. Cover them back up. They have sufficient, definitely have sufficient honey in this. This is a very heavy box. This top here. That's probably a lot of syrup. But anyway, it looks like they're using this like a honey super. Alright, one last thing. To all the people who tell me I feed too much syrup, I'm taking the syrup off. And the other thing is I get a lot of comments saying that my hives have no ventilation. So I have a little piece of core flute here. I'm going to put it right like this on the edge here, which will raise the lid up just a hair and crack the lid for a little spacing at the top. So that's open. So they have a vent. They have a vent here, and then air can escape from there. It's not nickels, but it is raising up the lid just a bit. So there you go. Ventilation, no syrup. I think everyone should be happy now. All right, well, it was a good morning. Crisis averted. Thanks for all your awesome comments on the last video. I know I could have taken that supersedure queen cell thing frame out and put it into a nuke and tried to make a new hive. But I didn't, and I learned, and I'll do that next time. There was no supersedure cell left when I got here. The new queen may have ripped it apart, or they may have taken it apart knowing that they had a new queen now. But even those there were supersedure cells that were uncapped a week ago, and those were gone too. So I think the bees are more comfortable now. They're in a box, they've got lots of space, they've got no more syrup, and the queen is laying eggs. Boomin' hive left is still booming on the inside. They've got all their honey organized at the top, and you know, they're flying. There's tons of pollen coming in, and they're not up working on the new frames yet, but hopefully they get up there, you know, over the next month or so, and I can swap out that crappy comb from the nukes that we got. But all is well. Thanks again for your comments, and we'll see you soon.